Hello, everybody. What is going on? What is up? I apologize because it's been a while since I last did a YouTube video. I've had a bunch of other things going on between now and then, and I figure why not make up for lost time than by doing a couple of videos now. So, first of all, I'm going to do a recap of the playoff games in the NFC that happened this past weekend. And then I'll move on to the AFC. So if in the event you haven't gotten to the AFC video whenever it gets posted, check this one out first or vice versa. But I promise you I will get those posted as soon as possible. For the NFC games, which one do we want to start with? Lost my train of thought already. Oh, the St. Louis Rams and Green Bay Packers game. I want to say that was this past Saturday. Green Bay ended up winning 32-18. Jared Goff and Aaron Donald ended up going into this game as expected, not at 100%. They put up a valiant effort, but it wasn't enough. I give them an A for effort, and I give them all the credit in the world for trying, but you had to go in at 100%. I think maybe that would have changed things slightly in terms of helping out the offense, but it's too late now. Aaron Donald, he ended up going into this game against Green Bay about a week after a rib injury that he sustained against the Seattle Seahawks. It knocked him out for, I want to say, the vast majority of the second half or the whole second half. He only had one assist throughout the whole game on Saturday night. He just wasn't himself, though. You can even tell by watching on TV. Jared Goff, on the other hand, he went 21 of 27, threw for a touchdown and 174 yards. But for him, though, this was less than 3 weeks after undergoing thumb surgery. Cam Akers, the running back, he only rushed for 90 yards and he ended up getting a touchdown. But I think the offense could have, how can I say, had a little bit more weaponry on the field for Jared Goff to choose from, and if they were going in at 100%, things might have gone differently. I doubt it though. But on the flip side, though, Aaron Rodgers, he threw 2 touchdown passes and he also ran for a score. I don't remember what quarter it was, but he ran in for a score, and he'll be playing a NFC Championship game at home for the first time in his career since taking over for Brett Favre in the 2008-2009 season. Aaron Rodgers threw a 1-yard touchdown pass to Davante Adams, and he threw a game-clinching 59-yarder to Allen Lazard with about 7 minutes left in the game. Aaron Rodgers had a 1-yard touchdown run, though, and I want to say this was the first by a Green Bay Packers quarterback in a playoff game at Lambeau Field since the game-winning quarterback sneak in the Ice Bowl against the Dallas Cowboys by Bart Starr. I think the Ice Bowl took place on New Year's Eve of 1967. Was it 67 or 68? I don't remember. I'm 99.9 3/4% certain that the Ice Bowl took place on New Year's Eve of 1967. So anybody watching this video, if you're good with remembering dates as far as classic football games, and or if you're a Green Bay Packers fan, refresh my memory and let me know. I think I got the day for that game right. The Green Bay Packers, though, they reached the NFC Championship game for the 4th time in 7 years, and they're looking to go to their first Super Bowl since Super Bowl 45, where they defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not a Green Bay Packers fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm willing to give credit where credit is due. They've gotten this far they're in the NFC Championship game, and this Sunday night they go up against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll go into all that when I do my predictions video. But this will be Green Bay's first time hosting the NFC Championship game since hosting it in the 2007-2008 season, where they lost to the New York Giants 23-20 in overtime. Brett Favre was the starting quarterback at the time. And a little history as far as Green Bay: the last time they won a Super Bowl was in the 2010-2011 season. Excuse me, where they defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers. Super Bowl 45? Yeah, Super Bowl 45 it was. And they were the number 6 seed in the NFC, and the last time they won a NFC Championship game, be it either at home or on the road in recent memory, was in early 2011 when they defeated my Chicago Bears at Soldier Field. Since then, they've been in the NFC Championship picture, and they've lost. And all 3 losses were on the road. The 2019-2020 season against the San Francisco 49ers at Candlestick Park. The 2016-2017 season against the Atlanta Falcons in the Georgia Dome. And the 2013-2014 season against the Seattle Seahawks, where they lost at Quest Field. But going into this game for Green Bay, can Aaron Rodgers finally pull off the win in an NFC Championship game at home and against Tom Brady? Because Aaron Rodgers, lifetime in NFC Championship games, he's 1-3. Can he defeat Tom Brady and make his record 2-3, or will he fall to the Buccaneers and go 1-4? We'll have to wait and see when the time comes on Sunday. But if there's one thing that Saturday night's game showed us, in my opinion, it shows what a home field edge can really mean for you. Green Bay played in front of a crowd of about 8,500 people, I think. And paying spectators. This was actually a crowd that included paying spectators for the first time all year. But albeit a crowd that small, they still managed to make plenty of noise as Green Bay built an early lead amidst inclement weather in this game against the Rams. Aaron Rodgers managed to help a potent offense in Green Bay overpower a vaunted defense in the Rams for most of the day. And the Green Bay Packers didn't even allow any sacks despite playing without David Bakhtiari. And the defense managed to get to Jared Goff 4 different times. So, going into this game with Tampa Bay, it makes you wonder, does Tom Brady know what he's getting himself into going up against the Green Bay defense? Is Green Bay's offense ready for Tampa Bay's defense? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on Sunday, but I'll talk about that when I go into my predictions video. Whenever that comes, maybe within the next day or two, I'll cover it then. Next up, I have, as soon as I can find it here, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. That's better. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints fell to Tampa Bay at home, 30-20. And I honestly thought playing at home, I thought this was going to benefit the Saints. I thought maybe the Saints would be able to go on to the NFC Championship game and take on Green Bay, but I originally predicted the Saints to win the game, and I was wrong. Tom Brady's best game in 3 tries against New Orleans this year. In my opinion, I think this was his best game against New Orleans. This was also the tale of 2 stories. One Hall of Fame quarterback moves on to the next round of the playoffs, and another Hall of Fame quarterback probably heads home for good. Since then, there have been rumors flying rampantly that Drew Brees is going to retire. How much longer do we need to wait before Drew Brees finally retires? When is he going to retire? How soon will it finally be? I don't know. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't hang it up already. But whenever that time comes for an announcement to be made, then we'll find out then. But going back to this game from Sunday, the Buccaneers offense managed to turn 3 of 4 Saints turnovers into touchdowns in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay managed to utilize that and a host of other things and put it to their advantage and send the Saints home. And at the same time, Tom Brady, who's 43, he's going to try and advance to his 10th Super Bowl appearance in a showdown against Aaron Rodgers. Hall of Fame quarterback versus Hall of Fame quarterback in the NFC championship game. Only one of them is going to emerge victorious, and maybe at the same time, the one who emerges victorious also walks away with a Super Bowl ring. We don't know. But in the meantime, the Drew Brees era in New Orleans, after 15 seasons, that could finally be coming to an end. Excuse me. While only about 3,750 something seats were filled in order to comply with local restrictions brought on by COVID-19. The fans in attendance managed to make themselves heard with an eruption of cheers when Drew Brees first took the field. But on the other hand, it's a sad story. The people in attendance for that game could have literally seen Drew Brees' final game, not only at home but also in his entire career in the NFL. Excuse me again. They could have literally seen Drew Brees take the field for the last time in person, and I myself, watching the game on TV, literally could have seen his final game on television. So Drew Brees is under contract for 1 more year, and he's declined to say whether or not he's going to finally retire. I hope he doesn't, though. But if this was his last game, though, on Sunday, it's going to be one that he won't want to remember. And rightfully so. He's the all-time leader in completions and yards passing, but he ended up going 19 of 34 for 134 yards, 3 interceptions, and 1 touchdown. Tom Brady, on the other hand, he finished 18 of 33 for 199 yards on what often resembled more of a struggle on the defensive end of the ball. But unlike his previous 2 meetings against the Saints, which were both losses, the first game took place in the Louisiana Superdome, and the second game, I want to say, took place at Raymond James Stadium, also known as the Shipyard. Or the other way around. The first game took place in the Shipyard, and the second one took place at the Louisiana Superdome. I don't quite remember. Tom Brady didn't throw any interceptions, and he largely avoided pressure, taking only 1 sack. The way I see it, looking at it in hindsight, the Buccaneers were out for revenge in this game, and they not only got their revenge, they also got themselves a trip to the NFC Championship game and having to battle it out against the Green Bay Packers in the frozen tundra. When the time comes for my predictions video for the NFC Championship game, it just leaves you to wonder which quarterback wearing the number 12 will emerge victorious. Will it be Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay or Tom Brady in Tampa Bay? That remains to be seen. With that being said, guys, I tried to make this as brief as I could because, again, I've had some other things going on. I want to try and get a video out as fast as I could. So this was it. So yeah, other than that, keep an eye out for my AFC predictions video. And if in the event that gets posted before this one or the other way around, be sure to check it out. And within the next day or 2, I should be coming out with my predictions for the NFC Championship game and the AFC Championship game. So in the meantime, that being said, stay safe, be well. I'll talk to you guys later. Be sure to Subscribe to my page, give my video a thumbs up, drop a comment, and follow me on Instagram, PlayStation Network, for those of you who have PlayStation. The link is on my YouTube page. LinkedIn, Parler, whatever other social media accounts that I'm a part of right now. Go to the front of my page, you'll see the links there. And keep an eye out for more videos in the future. In the meantime, I will talk to you later. And I'll see what happens going into the championship games this weekend. So I will talk to you guys later, and at the same time, let's also find out who goes on to Super Bowl 55. So that being said, I'm out. Have a good night.